building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On play action, Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
From the 30 on second down, Wentz got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going up top. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. That's complete to Turner. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Washington.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brought down back at the 32.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they come up now, second and goal. On play action, it's Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He gets it to Thomas. Not much there, only a yard. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
On first down, Wentz. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Rolling to his left. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey from 13 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This is swung out to Eckler. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Rodgers again now. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Rodgers now on third and goal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give to Spiller, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Chargers 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A little jet sweep to start the drive. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On play action, Rodgers. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 52 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's put that team on the hook. Come on. Mike, check 33. 33. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his target, Allen. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for L.A. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And the Panthers have now taken the lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Everett the tight.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, this is Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. It's caught by OBJ. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, They have 3 timeouts, so do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Rodgers. Got his man. It's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd down, Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Wentz.
Pass complete, Thomas.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Wentz to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So, for the Chargers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be at home next week to take on